the 4th, and may the 4th be with you. I know, you might be thinking to yourself, what does that mean even? Well, May the 4th to us, all of us Star Wars nerds, is Star Wars Day, and I had to get on here and do a review for you, at least one review, for a Star Wars related object, and that is this here, and that's a Landspeeder. A Lego Landspeeder from Star Wars. Now, one of the reasons why I am doing this one in particular is because I found this really cheap at Walmart. This thing, it was only $19. And, I mean, it's pretty cheap for a Lego set. It looks like it's a pretty decent one. It's 149 pieces here. When Lego was first releasing the Star Wars stuff, I went nuts. I bought all the Star Wars everything. And one of the things they released was a Landspeeder, and I got it. But all these years later, they actually released another one, and it's much more detailed. Plus the one that I bought originally, I have no idea what happened to it. Back then, I would buy Legos, and then 2 months later, they would be in a box with all the other Legos, and I didn't collect them as well as I did now. My light's blinking over here, if you can see that, because I'm using the Force. My Force is so powerful. I'm the most powerful Jedi ever, and I'm actually making the light blink. It's not a malfunction at all. So here we go. This is the Landspeeder from Star Wars, and again, you know, you can get cheap Legos, cool cheap Legos, you just gotta look for them. So I'm actually excited about doing this. I'm gonna do an unboxing for you, and then I'm gonna do a review on the final build. Now I got kind of a cold here, so that's why I might be sounding a little weird to you guys. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go do an unboxing here, and check out the Landspeeder from Star Wars. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the box, and please excuse the air that's blowing in the background. It sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. That's our air conditioning going, and it's like 90 degrees or 85. It's like 87 degrees outside, so air conditioning is just gonna have to run for this little part of the video. So it looks like it comes with some pretty cool looking minifigures. Again, that's why I got it. And I actually do like the design of the Landspeeder. It looks pretty cool. The one thing that it's missing, obviously, is R2. It pretty much doesn't come with him, which is weird. Instead, it gives me a Tusken Raider, which I'm really kind of happy with anyway, because I already have an R2. I don't have a Tusken Raider, who's running away over here. So let's open the box up and see what's inside. So here are the instructions. Again, this is not a very big set, so obviously the instructions aren't going to be very long. And, you know, they are Lego instructions. It's pretty straightforward, and this is how you build the Landspeeder. So final count for the book is 42 pages. Actually, it does come with 2 bags, which is kind of impressive for a $20 price range. I was expecting it to only come with 1 bag, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a lot of pieces in this one, and this is bag 2, which not as many pieces. And here, of course, are the dreaded stickers that everybody hates so much. Instead of Lego giving us printed bricks, they give us these because it's much cheaper to produce something like this than it is 1,000 billion printed bricks that have these designs on them. Not a whole lot of stickers, just a little bit of them, so that's not too bad. So let's go ahead and start building the Landspeeder, and I will show you the final build when I'm done. Okay, so here is the final build for the Landspeeder. And I gotta say, this was a fast and very fun build, to tell you the truth. Didn't take very long to build this thing at all. Probably less than 15-20 minutes, if that. And this thing's pretty cool. I actually really like this a lot. And for 20 bucks, I think this is a great deal. And you can see, it doesn't have a great amount of detail, but that's fine. I mean, a lot of these Lego sets don't need them. You can take a look at this and obviously know, hey look, it's a Landspeeder. And the detail they do have here is actually pretty nice, to tell you the truth. I really like the windshield here. Very, very cool how it just wraps around. The interior of the Landspeeder is actually pretty awesome too. It actually has a steering wheel. I don't remember it actually looking like that in the movie, but but it's awesome that it comes with a steering wheel. And it comes with a decal here, with like a little instrument panel. That's really awesome, and I'm assuming this is like a gear shift or the brake or whatever in the middle of it. And what I really like about this too, it actually comes with actual seats. Because a lot of times you will buy like you know, just a car or whatever, and there's never any room to actually put a seat in there anymore, so they just kind of sit in there. But I think it's awesome that they actually put some seats in the Landspeeder. Pretty cool. Speaking of decals, as I showed you during the unboxing, they're awesome. I mean, they're very effective. This is the decal for whatever this is, for Landspeeder, whatever this thing's called. Yeah, and it shows you, like, you know, how cheap this thing was supposed to be, where the whole top of the panel is missing. You can see all the circuitry below, while this one here is still on and in place. And you have a pretty cool decal up here, too, for the back of it. And even here, there's another small decal just showing a little open space back here with more circuitry. I really like how they did the front here with those pipes that just basically, you know, bend around the sides, but it's very effective. Very cool. I also very much like the back of it with these vents back here. I think that looks awesome. And this actually has sort of a weird storage area in it. This here just basically pops off. And back here is, I'm assuming, probably the trunk of the Landspeeder, where you can hide who knows what. You know, droids maybe, I don't know. But it's kind of cool that they added that. You know, you can hide some items and things in there while you're playing with this. And that's the thing about this set. This is a set to be played with. It's not a display model. It's just something to put on the shelf and not touch. Okay, so let's take a look at the minifigures that came with this. Here is obviously Luke, and he has his binoculars that he's holding. Let me take those off real quick. Now sometimes, obviously, you will buy these Legos and they're yellow. And that's the original color of the skin tone for a Lego, is just like bright yellow. But, you know, within the last maybe 5-10 years, maybe even longer, some of these movie-related ones come with flesh tone. So he actually does have a flesh tone color to him. And I really like what they did with his outfit. I mean, this is Luke Skywalker. I think his hair is really nice, what they did. And he does have a print on the back. His belt does go all the way around. And he even has the packs back there on the back of his belt. It's really cool. And this is concerned. Luke Skywalker, he's like, oh, I'm very concerned. And he does have two heads. Let me pop his hair off. Turn his head around. Stick his hair back on. Just that simple. And there's happy Luke Skywalker. So, yeah, he does have the two facial expressions. Oh, and he does have some print down here on his legs as well, just on the front. And I'm not really that impressed by this Obi-Wan. While I think that very much looks like Luke, I don't know, this doesn't really look like Obi-Wan. It looks more like Luke's father almost. Or, you know, somebody like that. It's just, I don't know, there's something about this figure that it just doesn't really capture Obi-Wan. I guess maybe just the beard doesn't do it for me, and the hair. And they could have gave him like a cape or a robe or something too. But the print here isn't bad. I mean, you see he's supposed to be wearing a robe, but having a cape would have gone a long way with this figure too. And he obviously does come with his lightsaber. Now, I remember when I very first started collecting Lego figures, the hilt here, the actual lightsaber was like chrome plated. It was very, very shiny. And over the years, it seems like they dulled it down to where it's sort of just like this dull silver. And, I mean, I like the shiny chrome actually better. But I can see why they did this, actually. But I always love these lightsabers. I think I might even have it in backwards. I'm not sure. But with the clear beam and everything, and, you know, love the lightsabers. And I don't know, I'm not really crazy about the Obi-Wan figure, to tell you the truth. Here is C-3PO. They did a fantastic job on him. And again, I wish they could have come out with one that is plated, like it's very shiny. And I guess I can understand why they didn't, because it probably cost-wise it wouldn't be effective. But for the print of him, it looks fantastic. I mean, his head looks really good. And the print of his chest here, with all the wires and everything in the center, is fantastic. And he actually, if you can see that, he does have one semi-silver leg down here as well. So they did a really good job with that. And of course he has some prints on the back. And nothing on the arms though. But it's a great figure. It's a really, really cool figure. And I think I have him before. And I don't know if it's this exact same figure or not. But I know I do have him. And here is a Tusken Raider. And this is the guy that really pushed me forward to getting this set. Of course, he has this gaffa stick here to whoop somebody with, mainly Luke. We'll set that aside for a minute. But yeah, I've never owned a sand person before. And again, really great job on this guy. I love his head. I love that they have the spikes up there. And these guys have always really fascinated me in the Star Wars universe. I've always thought these guys were super cool. And I think they did a great job with all the details on him too. Really good. The last thing this thing comes with is a rat. I don't know why, but I guess it's supposed to be the desert and there's mice or rats or whatever running around. But yeah, we have a rat. This actually did not come with the set. This is a very old R2 that I have. And again, I think I got him with the original Landspeeder, actually, that I bought. I don't really remember where. He might have came with the X-Wing as well. But as you can see, his head is always just weird. It has like this huge space, and then his head is on top. They put some weird print. I've never really been fond of this R2, and I believe this is the only one that I have of R2. There's no print on the back, which is weird. Just on the front. And I don't know, nothing on the sides either, and it does not have a third leg. But I wanted to show you him, and again, this does not come with the set. I just wanted to show you that I do have an R2. As well as this. Now this is, again, the original Luke Skywalker, and you can see he's yellow, because that was the color of most Legos that you get, are this color, skin color. His outfit is not really that well done. It's just kind of like there, and the print on his legs aren't that great. I don't even know if he has anything on the back. Nope, nothing on the back. He only has one facial expression, and his hair is just your average Lego hair. Now I was going to compare these two so you can see how far Lego has come since this. This is what you used to get. Now this is the new Luke. So you can see, you know, how well that they've improved on their prints. And they're minifigures in general. This looks so much better than this guy. So yeah, that's why I love these new minifigures. One last thing I forgot to show you on this thing is the bottom of it. I was wondering, you know, how they were going to have it float, or if they were just going to put wheels on it, or what they were going to do. But actually what they did was they put these clear discs on the bottom, which is pretty nice, to tell you the truth. It looks like it's kind of floating, so it does raise it up off the ground a little bit, so it does look like it's, you know, kind of floating, and it does give it a smooth movement when you move it back and forth, so I think it's pretty cool. So there you have it. There is a $20 Landspeeder that I think is 100% worth the price. Very cool design, lots of fun to put together, great minifigures, and it's Star Wars, so you can never go wrong with that. Well, I hope you liked tonight's review for this Lego set. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and stop watching this and go watch Star Wars. It's May the 4th, and may the 4th be with you.